It is time for a Friday American Family News Update, the first Friday of 2025. A mix of law enforcement, street performers, and football fans has filled New Orleans blocks as the city inches back to normalcy. As recovery and mourning continues, following the deaths of 14 people after an Army veteran plowed a truck into revelers. The attack happened along Bourbon Street. Officials said the driver was inspired by the Islamic State terrorist group. About 30 people were also injured. The driver, we're told, was shot and killed in a gunfight with police. Authorities finished processing the scene Thursday morning, removing the last of the bodies. Bourbon Street, famous worldwide for music, open-air drinking, and festive vibes, reopened for business by early afternoon. The highly decorated U.S. Army soldier inside of the Tesla Cybertruck that burst into flames outside President-elect Donald Trump's Las Vegas hotel reportedly shot himself in the head before the explosion. He likely planned to cause more damage, but the steel-sided vehicle absorbed much of the force from the rudimentary explosive, according to officials. Clark County Sheriff Kevin McMail said at a news conference that a handgun was found at the feet of the man in the driver's seat, who officials believe is 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger of Colorado. Damage from the blast was mostly limited to the interior of the truck. The sheriff said the explosion, quote, vented out and up, end quote, and did not hit the Trump Hotel doors just a few feet away. The new Congress convenes today with one major task at hand, the election of the House Speaker. But current Speaker Mike Johnson's weak grip on the gavel threatens not only his own survival, but President-elect Donald Trump's ambitious agenda of tax cuts and mass deportations as Republicans sweep to power in Washington. With opposition from his own GOP colleagues, Johnson was holed up in the Capitol on the eve of the vote, working to sway the hardline holdouts. A flop by Johnson could throw Monday's congressional certification of Trump's 2024 election victory into turmoil without a House Speaker. The Transportation Department said today that it will hit JetBlue Airways with a $2 million penalty for chronically late flights along the East Coast, and that half the money will go to passengers who were delayed. The agency said it's the first time it has fined an airline for chronic delays on specific routes, which it blamed on, quote, unrealistic scheduling, end quote, by JetBlue. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said his department has led the Biden administration in criticizing airlines for poor service and an increase in fees on travelers. That'll do it for this Friday American Family News Update. You can find more news online from a Christian perspective at our website, afn.net. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, have a great weekend. I'm Bronson Woodruff.